Good morning, guys. I first off want to apologize for um, how I look. I was actually up late last night in the hospital. Actually, still have my hospital bracelets on. I haven't took them off yet. Um, I I've been feeling sick here lately, and last night I started having real bad chest pains, and turns out I have pneumonia. So if I'm short of breath, forgive me, but I wanted to get a video up. I know I've been slacking, but I really haven't felt well. But I know I need to get a video up. I know we've been talking about the doing a video about chicken feed, so that's what I'm going to try to do today. Just talk about just my experience with our chickens and what's been going on with us, and things that I've heard from directly from the Tractor Supply store and things like that, and then just things I've read online. I'll talk about a few of that. So our story about our experience is a few months ago. I'm not exactly sure, exactly when. Maybe January, maybe into December, January, somewhere like that. Our chickens had done fine through the freeze, through everything, the cold weather, all of that. They did fine laying. We had a heat lamp in there. Everything's going good. And then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, we went to like 2 eggs and then no eggs for like a couple of weeks straight. And I was looking up on different chicken groups on Facebook, what's going on. Other people are facing the same things. And it's, we've heard about the egg shortage and things like that. So we were, grateful that we had chickens laying eggs and things like that. So I'd been hearing, posts here and there, it's the chicken feed. Or maybe the protein in the feed, just different things like that. And so I decided to try to. We didn't use Tractor Supply, but I don't know if the same company makes Tractor Supply as Atwoods is what we use. It's a farm store. We do have a Tractor Supply, but Atwoods for us was more cheaper. And we were buying the Atwoods feed. I think we had bought like 3 bags in a row and no eggs. And I think the kind that we had was like 21% protein. So it's a good source of protein. And so I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was just the Atwoods brand, like the house brand for Atwoods. They have just different ones for dogs and stuff like that, but it's like the Atwoods brand. I'm not sure what company makes it. I should have maybe dug into it a little bit more and tried to figure out what company makes it. But I've heard it's the same company that makes most of the Tractor Supply feed. So long story short, I've heard several people talk about maybe mix your own feed or try, a different type of feed from like a local feed store. So that's what we did. We also have like a old, just country local feed store, privately owned. It's not a big company or nothing like that. It's just a little bitty feed store that just sells feed and hay, and I don't even know if they sell chickens or not. I've not seen chickens for sale there, but it's called Three Chicks Feed and Seed. It's in Genoa. It's like the town over from us. Just you got to know where it is to find it. It's it's off of a county road actually, so it's a hole in the wall store. So we went there, and actually the feed that we got there is cheaper than what we had been getting. It's only $1 cheaper, but instead of like the 30-pound bag, we're getting a 50-pound bag. And the brand, if I can find a picture, I'll put a picture up like right here. But the brand is Hirsch. And I even went onto the Hirsch website. They don't sell directly from the website. The Hirsch company doesn't. But it has this feed listed under their poultry feed. They have several different categories, and it's called I think it's All Stock or something like that. But it's meant for several different animals. It's not just for chickens, but it is, it can be for chickens too. And I tell you, the within 2 days we were back to normal. The normal 7 that we were getting, we have 8 laying hens, so there was, one at the time that wasn't laying. We went from there to 8, and then I think it's almost getting time. At that time, it was within a few weeks of our other. We have a set of Rhode Island Red hens that we had got not too long ago. They're right around the age that they should be starting laying anytime, and we think that this feed, kind of helped them, and getting to the age and giving them everything they need to start laying, because not only did we go from where we was getting 6 or 7 a day, we started getting 8 to 10 every day, eggs. And this has been, I think we've bought 4 bags of feed so far within this whole, this has been like a 2-month experiment type thing. And we're going to stick to this feed. We're not going to, as long as it's working for us, we're going to keep getting it from our little local feed store. And we're even going to try to switch our dog food too, because we had been still getting our dog food from Atwoods, but we may even, nothing's going on with the dog, but we like it so much we may even start getting the dog food from there also, just so it's just one shop. But and up until what I was saying last night, like I said, 8 to 10 eggs a day. Last night, Jesse went to check the eggs, and there was 16 eggs out there. So we're thinking maybe our Rhode Island Reds started laying. And so right now, just for this week, so this whole week from Sunday, I'm thinking from Sunday, we have 2.5 flats of eggs. So like I said before in another video, we are getting overrun with eggs. Y'all excuse me. Like, I've been talking so I get out of breath. Excuse me. And, and what are my thoughts? For sure, yes, there's something going on with the feed. But I don't know what it is. I can't confirm. I'm not up there testing feed or nothing like that in a scientific lab, anything like that. But I did test feed in my own backyard. And the big companies, whoever's making their feed, it made them quit laying. And it was, a lot of people saying they're molting, different things like that. It was different. They don't just turn off. Molting, like I've had chickens most of my life growing up, and then, for years we've had chickens. We took a break where we didn't have them because we were living in a place where we couldn't have them. So, I've had chickens most of my life, and I know what molting is. I know what, there's a certain season they go without laying, that's different, and they'll slowly stop. They don't just quit overnight, like when you put your next bag of feed in, just all of a sudden, oh, they're not laying. So there's something going on with the feed, because immediately when we switched feeds, and not only us, there's been so many stories. Go look on any chicken group in Facebook and you'll find so many posts about people switching to different feeds. Some people are even switching to goat feed, and that's kind of like what we did. It's called All Stock. Again, I'll put a picture up again of what we're using. But there's so many different stories, so many different conspiracies. And me personally, I'm not usually one that buys into conspiracy theories, but my honest opinion, and from what I've heard from even farmers not in our area, but from different people of the reason for the big egg shortage, like in the supermarkets and stuff. They said that the government, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you know something about it, if you personally have experience with chicken houses, hatcheries, things like that, or whatever, people raising eggs and things like that for grocery stores, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going by of what I've heard from people. Like, government, from what I heard, that some governments came in and was testing chickens and saying they had this some kind of chicken disease, like almost like a bird flu, avian flu, or whatever it's called. Like I said, my head's not on straight right now, and I probably should be more prepared for this, but I was needing to get a video out. But coming in and tested, some of the people said that they didn't even, like, they had personally tested, and there's nothing wrong with their chickens. But then when like government, maybe not government, but the government, someone from the government come in and tested, that they said, oh yeah, they do have this, kill everything. So they were coming in and testing the chickens that had not even been sick, just random tests. From what I hear, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sorry if I'm, saying something that's not right, but this is just what I've heard. But they were testing the chickens. There's nothing wrong with the chickens, and they're still making them kill all of them. And they're the producers of eggs, and they did this several different places, so that makes the shortage of eggs. So after that, people are like, okay, we're raising eggs. Doesn't matter, people raising eggs are on the rise. And from what it seems like is, okay, now they're trying to mess with feed, because they don't want us to lay eggs. We don't lay eggs, of course. I'm sorry, I got my hand in front of my phone. I'm not saying that we lay eggs. They don't want us to raise chickens to lay eggs. So I feel like they're doing something to the feed to keep us from us, backyard farmers and things like that, from, being sustainable. And that's the main thing, is I feel like they don't want us to be, they being government, whatever, they don't want people to be sustainable and be able to rely on themselves. Of course, the government wants everybody to rely on them, because they want to control everybody. And that's a big whole nother rabbit hole. But I just wanted to make this completely about the feed. And there's a few different articles that I've found about, the feed being tested and being laced with like pesticides and chemicals and different things like that. I have it, something pulled up on right now. It says Producer's Pride from Tractor Supply is the main one. I'm reading on my laptop. Just different things. It's just given all these different reasons or theories on what's going on, and the main thing is something's up with the feed. I don't care what anybody says. From my experience personally, I believe something's up with the feed, because the moment we changed, it went back to normal. So take it how you want it. And another thing is, being in Tractor Supply not too long ago, like I had said last week or so, we were in there, and I don't remember what we were in there because Jesse was buying a chain or something. Excuse me. He was buying a chain or something, and for his business, not his business, but for work. He was fixing something, so he had to go in there. And I am a observant person. I listen. You know, there was this lady looking for a certain kind of dog and cat food, or cat food, and they were completely out. And the lady was just talking to her about it, and she had said that they'd been actually not getting their feed a lot because they had some kind of leak in the factory. And I don't know exactly all the details, but what they told her is they did have a leak in their factory. One of their big producers had a leak in the factory, and it compromised them getting their feed on time, and maybe even compromised a lot of the feed. So I don't know, what producer it was, but that's just what I heard out of the mouth from the Tractor Supply worker, that there was a leak in one of their main factories. I don't know what kind of leak, 100% sure, but a leak in the factory that compromised their feed and compromised them getting their feed. So they were having a shortage on some of the feed for their dog and cat food, and whatever else that they may produce. But that's just what them people were looking for. So I don't know. I may could talk more about it with we have a couple of local places. If somebody wants me to go, maybe directly talk to people at Tractor Supply and see what they have to say, and maybe see if they'll do like an interview type thing. If y'all are interested in that, let me know. And like I said, I'm sorry this is not a very interesting video. People have just been asking me for my opinion and my take on the chicken feed. And like I said, I know that other people have done the video after I said that I was going to do a video, and I'm not trying to copy anybody. I've not even watched anybody else's chicken feed video. Because I don't watch a lot of YouTube. I just upload videos here and there, and I'll catch up on a couple of channels that I watch when I upload my video, whatever, like twice a week or whatever, or once a week whenever I do upload. So I haven't seen anybody else's video. I might go watch after this, just to see, what they have to say too. But I hope everybody has a great day. Keep me in your prayers. Keep my family in your prayers. I hope nobody else gets sick, because the pain in my chest I was having, I honestly thought that there was something bad wrong, that my chest was hurting so bad, and just worried, oh, it's something to do with my heart or something like that. I know I'm only 35, but oh, I was worried. I'm glad. I hate that I have pneumonia, but I'm glad it's nothing worse than that, and it's something that is treatable. And keep us in your prayers. I hope everybody has a great day. If y'all have any questions, comments, anything like that, leave it down in the comments. I'll be happy to interact with you in the comments. We do have a Facebook group, Wobble Family Adventures. Y'all are welcome to join that group. And I hope everybody has a blessed day. God bless y'all. See you next time.